right, Shalom. So this is a AI overview on the history of the Jews going into slavery on ships. So I asked Google, when did the Jews go into slavery on slave ships? And this is directly related to Deuteronomy 28 and 68. It says historical records show that Jews did not, as a collective group, go on ships into slavery during major, well documented historical slave trades like the Atlantic trade, but rather some Sephardic Jews and Christians participated in the Atlantic slave trade during the 16th to the 19th centuries. Key details regarding the historical context: Atlantic slave trade. From the 16th to the 19th century, some Jewish merchants, particularly in the Caribbean and South America, participated in the trade of enslaved African people, but this was a small fraction of the overall trade. Medieval period, Jews were involved in the slave trade in Europe and the Mediterranean until about the 12th century. Context: while some individual Jews owned or traded slaves in the New World, their participation was not a major factor in the broader, massive chattel slave economy. Reports of Jews in slave ships generally refer to historical individual instances rather than a mass, collective enslavement of Jewish people on ships. Right. So they were the enslavers and not the slaves in itself. And that's a complete contradiction of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. So there's no scripture that provides any kind of evidence that the Jews would be in power and have other nations in slavery during this Gentile heathen kingdom during the times of the Gentiles. So Israel would be at the bottom of all of those kingdoms. Shalom.